Welcome to NISA School of Mastery. So we'll be having our correction for the comprehension passage given to you. Listen as I read it out carefully. For many years, Amina was known in her school as a quiet student who struggled academically. No matter how hard she tried, her test scores remained poor, and her report card often carried discouraging remarks such as needs improvement and lacks confidence. Teachers sometimes assumed she was unserious, while her classmates concluded that she simply lacked ability. These assumptions, however, were far from the truth. Amina's difficulty did not arise from laziness, but from a lack of sorry, proper guidance. Lessons moved too quickly for her, and she was often too timid to ask questions in class. At home, there was no one who could help her with her homework, as her parents were busy and uneducated. Gradually, her interest in school began to fade, and she started to believe that academic success was meant for others, not for her. Things changed when a new teacher, Mrs. Adeyemi, was posted to the school. Unlike others, she paid close attention to Amina and noticed her willingness to learn despite her struggles. Mrs. Adeyemi adopted a patient teaching method, explaining concepts slowly and encouraging students to express themselves freely. She often reminded them that intelligence was not fixed and that effort, when properly guided, could lead to improvement. Under Mrs. Adeyemi's guidance, Amina began to understand lessons that once seemed impossible. Her confidence grew as she started answering questions in class and performing better in tests. With time, her grades improved significantly and she became one of the most dedicated students in her class. More importantly, she rediscovered her love for learning. Amina's story illustrates the powerful role of a good teacher. Amina's story illustrates the powerful role a good teacher can play in shaping a student's academic journey. It shows that with patience, encouragement, and the right teaching approach, even the most discouraged learner can find her feet and achieve success. Now, let's go to the comprehension passage questions. 1. Amina's academic difficulty at the beginning was mainly due to her refusal to read her books, no, lack of proper guidance, and fast-paced learning. Her parents' insistence on harsh chores, her dislike for school activities. Now, her answer is B, lack of proper guidance and fast-paced lessons. 2. Teachers and classmates initially believed that Amina Dash was naturally brilliant. Nope. Was shy but intelligent. No. Lacked seriousness and ability. That is our answer. The teachers believed she lacked seriousness, while her classmates believed she lacked the ability. 3. One factor that contributed to Amina's loss of interest in school was that her classmates mocked her openly. Nope. Her teachers punished her regularly. No. There was no academic support for her at home. Now that is the answer. There was no support for her at home because her parents were uneducated. So it also contributed to her loss of interest in school. 4. Mrs. Adeyemi was different from other teachers because she A. Focused only on intelligent students. No. Completed the syllabus faster than others. No. Avoided giving class exercise. No. Used a patient and encouraging teaching approach. Now that is our answer. Mrs. Adeyemi actually was patient with her students and she used an encouraging teaching approach with her students. 5. According to the passage, Mrs. Adeyemi believed that intelligence dash is inherited and cannot be changed. No. Depends mainly on age. That is not the answer. Grows only with strict discipline. No. D. Can improve with effort and guidance. That is the answer. Mrs. Adeyemi actually believed that intelligence can improve with effort and guidance. 6. Amina's confidence improved mainly because she was forced to answer questions, no, began to understand her lessons, changed her school, spent more time playing with friends. The answer is B. Her confidence improved because she began to actually understand her lessons in class. 7. The expression found her feet as used in the passage means that Amina became physically strong, no, learned how to work properly, no, gained confidence and academic stability, joined a sports team. Now the answer is C. Amina found her feet. That means she gained the confidence and academic stability. That means she can actually now stand on her own. 8. By the end of the passage, Amina is portrayed as a student who A. Remained average despite effort, No. Became one of the most dedicated in her class. Depended completely on her teacher. No. Preferred learning alone. Now the answer is B, because at the end of the passage, it was portrayed that she actually became one of the most dedicated students in her class. 9. The passage mainly emphasizes the importance of strict school rules. No. Competition among students. No. Parental discipline at home. No. Now the answer is D. The passage emphasizes more on good teaching and encouragement. 10. The tone of the passage is best described as sarcastic, no. Discouraging, no. Critical, no. Inspiring. Now, it is what? Inspiring. Because from Amina's story, you can get yourself inspired, yes, to actually learn when you have the right guidance. Now, let's move to section B, lexics and structure. So we have question 11 to 25. 11. The word timid, as used in the passage, most nearly means, when you hear the word timid, timid, she was a timid girl. I am so timid. What does it mean? Like another meaning for timid. We have careless. No, careless is not the word. Stubborn. Stubborn is not the word. Proud. No. So we have shy. When you say I'm timid, I can't face the crowd. It means what? I am shy. I can't face the crowd. 12. Choose the option that best replaces the underlined word. Amina's interest in school began to fade. Now, I believe the underlined word there should be fade. What other word can you use to replace fade when something is fading off? So looking at the option, we have grow, disappear gradually, improve suddenly, remain steady. So the answer is B, fade. It is fading off. That means it is what? Disappearing gradually. 13. The opposite of discouraging. Now, what is the antonyms of the word discouraging? That means something that is not the same, the opposite in meaning. Now, we have harsh, we have confusing, we have motivating, we have insulting. She is discouraging me from actually doing the work. That means the opposite now would be what? She's motivating me from actually doing the work. So we have the word motivating is the opposite of discouraging. 14. Choose the option nearest the meaning. Now we are looking at the synonyms of the word assumed. Assumed. We have proved, believe, questioned, explained, assumed. Let us assume for an instance. If it rains. Now, that assumed, what other word can we use for it? Believe. Let us believe. Though it has not yet happened, but let us what? Believe. So the nearest meaning to assumed is what? Believe. The word guidance in the passage refer to punishment, no. Direction and support, control, supervision only. So the answer there is B. When you are guiding someone, you are putting the person in the right direction and you are giving the person the support as it is used in the passage. So the answer is what? B. Number 16. Choose the option that best completes the sentence. Now we are filling in the gap. Amina would have performed better earlier if she dashed proper guidance. If she dash proper guidance. Now remember, we have would in the past tense. We have performed in the past tense. Let's look at our option. A is has. Has is in the present tense. And right now we are not dealing with the present tense. Now we have had. We'll come back to that. We have will have. If she will have, the sentence is totally wrong. D, we have is having. Earlier, if she is having proper, the sentence is actually wrong. So our answer is what? B, had. If she had proper guidance. 17. The expression far from the truth. When something is far from the truth, it is not close to the truth. What does it mean? A, almost correct. Nope. B, completely false. C, partly true. D, difficult to explain. Now, when you say something is far from the truth, that means it is not the truth at all. So we have B. That means it is what? Completely false. It is not something that is not true is what? False. 18 now. Choose the correct interpretation of the sentence. Lessons move too quickly for her. Lessons move too quickly for her. A. The lessons were boring. It does not tally. B. The lessons were irregular. Nope. C. The lessons were too fast for her understanding. Why D is the lessons were cancelled often. D is not the option. Let's look at C. The lessons were too fast for her understanding. Lessons moved too quickly for her. That means she was unable to actually understand, to assimilate what was being taught. So the answer is C. Excuse me. Now let's move to question 19. Select the option that best describes Sorry. Select the option that best completes the sentence. Mrs. Adeyemi encouraged students dash express themselves freely. Option A, encourage students so express, no. Option B, encourage students for express, that is wrong. Option D, encourage students with express, that is wrong. Now let's look at option C, encourage students to express themselves freely. So our answer is C, to express themselves freely. Now let's look at question 20. The word rediscovered, rediscovered, rediscovered suggests that Amina dash. Now, when you hear the word rediscovered, that means you have discovered the thing. Now you are rediscovering it. Maybe it was lost. Now you are you are finding it again. Let's look at the options we have. Found something new. No. Discover means to find something new. And we are looking at the word rediscovered. B. Lost something permanently. No. C. Found again what was once lost. Now you've had it. You lost it. You found it again. So our answer is C. Let's move to question 21. Choose the option that best replaces the underlined expression. Amina paid close attention to her lessons. When you're paying close attention, that means you are dedicated to it. You are concentrating more on your lessons. I've said the answer already. So we have the answer as concentrated on. When you're paying close, rapt attention to something, that means you're what? Concentrating on the thing. So we have our answer as B, concentrated on. 22. The word illustrates, illustrate, as used in the last paragraph, means A, we have hide. No. B, we have explains clearly. C, we have question. D, we have confuses. When you hear the word illustration, that means it is what? Explaining clearly. You can see every angle of it. So we have our answer as B, explains clearly. 23. Choose the option that best completes the sentence. With patience and encouragement, every student dash succeed. With patience and encouragement, every student must succeed. No. With patience and encouragement, every student should have succeeded. No. With patience and encouragement, every student might have succeeded. No. May. With patience and encouragement, every student may succeed. May, since it has not yet happened. Every student may succeed. 24 now. The passage suggests that academic success depends largely on A, we have natural ability alone. No. B, we have competition among students. No. C, we have effective teaching and effort. Why do we have strict punishment? The passage suggests that academic success depends largely on what? Effective teaching from the teachers and effort from the students. So our answer is what? C. Our last question for today's work, we have question 25. The word dedicated, dedicated in the passage mostly nearly means what? Dedicated. Here we have careless. No. We have committed. We have playful. We have distracted. The answer is what? Committed. When you are dedicated, you are what? Committed to a particular thing. Thank you for following through with this lesson.